Here. So the other day I was on Wish and I saw an advertisement for a K-bar, whatever you want to call it, knife. And I happen to have a real one here. This one I bought several years ago. The coating's worn off of it, but it is a real K-bar knife. And here is a fake one that I got on Wish. Now, when I ordered it on Wish, it was advertised with a picture that looked just like this knife. It had the leather case, the leather handle, and as we will see, this is not the same thing. But on the other hand, this was around $80. This was around $20. So I thought I'd do a quick comparison and review to see if it's worth it or not. Now, my original K-bar here, I took the coating off after it started to get scratched up, so it won't be a perfect comparison of the coating, but I can tell you it was very, very, very hard to get off. I used automotive paint stripper on it, and it took several days of just letting it sit in the paint stripper for it to actually take the coating off. This is a very durable coating that comes on it by default. It is not the case with the knockoff. You can already see that it is starting to come thin in a few points. You can see where it is starting to scratch up here. So this is definitely not nearly as strong of a coating. It came scratched. This is brand new, just out of the box. I will say it did actually come in a box and not your Wish garbage bag, so that's a good thing. This is trash. It will fit in a regular K-bar holster though, so, you know, if that's your thing, it certainly will fit in a real one. You'd have to buy that separately. A few things to note. This handle has some sort of weird oil on it. I can't tell if it's actually leather or not. This is obviously leather, and as you can tell, it absorbs oil from your skin over time, and it gets darker. When this was new, it was the same color as this, but this has some type of like plastic oily resin all over it. You can see how shiny it is, and I do not expect it to absorb anything from my skin or even discolor at all. Take what you will from that. That could be a good thing, but it feels fake and flimsy. And obviously it says Vortec on it. The thumbnail on Wish actually showed an actual K-bar, because that's what you get with Wish, but this is clearly Chinese Vortec fake thingy. It was a little tiny bit shorter, but not by much. I'll say you get about a full-size knife out of this. A few other things. The back of the blade is actually kind of ground down on a real K-bar. You can see it's not sharp enough to cut with, but it is not very thick. Here they never bothered to file it down, and so you actually get a little bit heavier of a knife. Not much, but a little bit. A few other things. Full tang on a real K-bar. Takedown pin on a real K-bar. This is a piece of plastic. It does not come off, and I wanted to review it as it was before I tried to get it off, because I have a bad habit of ordering things online and then immediately gutting them to see what's in them and not recording it. So I'll do that in the future, but this time since I can't get it off, I'll just show it like it is, to give it a fair review here before I destroy it. I do kind of worry that it might just be glued on here, but it's quite heavy, so I think there is some tang to it. The other thing about it is quite sharp, sharp enough to take off, you know, some hairs. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it is indeed just as sharp as a real K-bar came. So they did a good job sharpening it. I'll say that. I will take it to a wet, take a whetstone to it and see if I can if it holds an edge as well. If I can sharpen it any more, if it'll stay sharp. But it is quite sharp. So, in summary, this is worth 80 bucks. A real K-bar is definitely worth it. This thing costs $20. It's not an $80 knife. It's not a K-bar substitute. But is it a $20 knife? I mean, I'd say so. It's not terrible build quality. The case is trash. This is the worst part of it. Throw that away. But the actual knife itself is not too bad. It depends on what you want it for. You know, if you're looking for something for a bug out bag, something to go in a woods that'll last you 20 years, I'd recommend the real thing. If you want something for tactical cosplay LARP to put on your, I don't know, Resident Evil 2 cosplay or something, or you're looking for something to use in the backyard or on a camping trip where, you know, you're not in any real survival situation, this thing will hold up fine. It seems very sturdy. I mean, it's not gonna break anytime soon. So, you know, I would definitely look into the whole Tang situation going on here. But you know, it's a solid $20 knife. And there we have it.